Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something a lot of people wonder but don't say out loud. Is depression actually a disability? Most people hear disability and picture wheelchairs, canes, or something you can see. But mental health conditions, including depression, can be disabilities too, and that really affects your rights at school, work, and with benefits. Part 1. What depression really is. Let's start with what depression actually is. Depression is more than just feeling sad or having a bad week. It's a mental health condition where your mood is low most of the time, and it messes with things like sleep, energy, appetite, motivation, and concentration for weeks or months. You might stop enjoying things you used to love, feel heavy or numb, or think really negative things about yourself. It can show up in your body too: headaches, stomach issues, or feeling tired all the time with no clear medical reason. And it doesn't just stay in your head. It can make it to school, holding a job, keeping up with chores, or even showering and eating regularly really hard to do. Part 2. When does it count as a disability? So, when does depression cross the line into being a disability? In the U.S., laws like the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA for short, and Section 504 for school say a disability is a physical or mental condition that substantially limits one or more major life activities. That includes things like working, learning, concentrating, sleeping, and taking care of yourself. Depression can be a disability when it seriously gets in the way of those things. For example, you miss a lot of school or work because you just can't get out of bed. You stare at homework or tasks, but your brain will not focus, no matter how hard you try. Basic self-care, showering, brushing your teeth, eating, is a huge struggle most days. If depression is hitting you at that level, it's not just being lazy. At that point, it can be considered a disability under laws like the ADA or Section 504. If this is helping you understand depression and disability, go ahead and hit like so more people can find it, and subscribe if you want more videos about mental health and your rights. All right, back to it. Part 3. What rights and support that can unlock. Calling depression a disability isn't about slapping on a label. It's what can unlock support. At school, if your depression is seriously affecting learning, focusing, or attendance, you might qualify for a 504 plan or similar supports. That can mean things like extra time on assignments, mental health breaks, counseling, tutoring, or flexibility with absences. At work, under the ADA, you can ask for reasonable accommodations, like a flexible schedule, time off for therapy, a quieter workspace, or getting instructions in writing if focusing is hard. Benefits. For some people, depression is so severe and long-lasting that they can't work regularly at all. In those cases, they might qualify for disability benefits like SSI or SSDI, but they usually need medical records showing their depression has seriously limited their ability to work for at least 12 months. So yes, depression can be a disability, and recognizing that is sometimes how people get the help and accommodations they need. Part 4. Not everyone with depression is disabled. One thing I want to clear up: not everyone with depression will be considered disabled, and that's okay. Some people have milder or shorter-term depression, get treatment, and are still able to manage school, work, and life with support. Others have more severe, long-lasting depression that really takes over everything, and that's when the word disability fits legally and practically. It's about how much it impacts your life, not whether you look a certain way or deserve the label. Part 5. If this feels personal to you. If anything I just described sounds a little too familiar, you're not alone. Depression is common in teens and young adults, and it can be even more common if you already have other disabilities or big stress in your life. You deserve support. That might look like talking to a trusted adult, teacher, or mentor about how you've been feeling, reaching out to a doctor, therapist, or school counselor to see if you might have depression and what your options are. Asking about accommodations of school or work is becoming impossible because of your mental health. If you're in crisis or thinking about hurting yourself, please contact local crisis services or a suicide hotline in your area right away. Getting help is a sign of strength, not weakness. If this video helped you understand how depression and disability connect, feel free to like, comment your questions, and subscribe for more videos about mental health and your rights. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourself.